Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Grandpa Hickory. Hope you got your coffee. I got my tea. I'm just coming in. I've been running my head off this morning. I had it done to me again. Realtor, they told me to come and everything else. And you go out there and you walk the property and all that. And then they get inside and they say, well, I gotta show you this. It's legal. I'm required by law. So they set it there, and it's a flood zone. I said, I told you when I talked to you on the phone that I did not want to be in a flood zone. But this is what they do to me. So I walked all that property, did all that, and then had to drive all the way back, and I'm just now coming in. But that's the way it is. People, I know I got a comment today. I was looking at it. This person is a realtor, and they don't like me bashing realtors. And they put a cuss word in there. I very promptly removed it from my channel because, my grandchildren look at these comments. And they're just little bitty. Well, one's 5 years old. But anyway, people, I've had problems with realtors. I flew up to Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, airfare to and from DFW Airport. Then I had to rent a motel. Then I had to rent a car. Then I had to meet with the realtors, then went out, walked all out on these properties, 40 acres, ended up with poison ivy and everything else. They wanted $400,000 and $500,000 when they told me a completely different price. And and they want to know what's in your wallet. They want a letter of credit to deal with you. Well, the reason why is they see how much money you got, coming in, which is gross, but we don't get gross, we get net. So then they go over that. They pack their fees on top of that. If they can't make $10,000 or $12,000 from you just for taking you out and showing you vacant property, acreage, or a cabin somewhere, well, that's it. And then they say, well, I'm not out here doing this for free. People, if the only way I'm going to make money in a job is by doing that to people, I'm not going to do it. I do not fleece anyone. We all have something to do with the one we have to do. The realtors here in Texas are being sued. They put out this big lie that all the New Yorkers and all of California is coming to Texas, so they convinced the legislature and everybody to raise the taxes. So here's all these elderly people living in a $68,000 home valued, suddenly it's worth $350,000. So they're paying all these taxes, money they don't have, and like all of us that are forced to rent, well, they got on board too, and the next thing you know, they started raising the rents up so high that, I told you, we got 4 apartments out here right now where I'm at, and they're vacant. People can't afford it. There's a lady right over here that's been living here 9 years, right? 3 apartments over from me. Been living here 9 years, and she complained about their gondola out there that it's full of appliances. They had their contractors dumping appliances in there. So they very promptly kicked her out, told her to get out of here. Told her to get out of this place. And she's been paying, listen, this is big money she's been paying. Good renters are hard to come by. She's been living here 9 years, kept her apartment immaculate. And they'd rather her just go home. Well, she went on. She went on. But people, if any of you are a realtor, well, good, I'm glad. But I've been dealing with realtors for the past 5 years trying to find a place. And then, like I said, they put through that scam and jack the prices up on rent, jack the prices up on raw acreage and everything else. I mean, people, I looked at property and wanted $185,000 for 1 acre. And when you look at the records, the tax records, 3 years ago it was worth $55,000. 3 years before that, it was worth $15,000. But when Biden, the Democrats came in, boop, everything went sky high. So anyway, if I offend anybody, I'm very sorry, but I haven't met a good one yet. And I've been hard looking for the past 5 years. Now, the hobby farm that I had, where me and my wife lived before she died, I couldn't stay there. When she died, I couldn't bear it. It cost me $62,500, and it was right at 3 acres of land. And I owner financed it with a man. And all you have to do on owner finance is you have your lawyer, and he goes through everything to make sure you're not buying property that is a tax lien on it, or any kind of ordinances that don't allow you to have chickens, or don't allow you to have goats, or don't allow you to have milk cow. There's a lot of counties like that, and you have to. I've been doing it, people, very heavily for the past 5 years, and I don't come on here to offend people. So if you're a realtor and you're good, well, I'm glad for you. I'm very glad for you, and I wish the best for you. But you know, this person coming on and putting a cuss word on my comments on my channel, I immediately deleted it. I got rid of it immediately. I had it removed, and I don't appreciate that, you know. And if you don't like me, hey, I can't please everybody. Listen, I'm just flesh. I'm just human. And God is watching us. He's watching everything we do. I don't come on here to offend anyone. I tell people what I'm going through, what I've been through. Listen, how would you like to drive all the way down to Grand Saline? Way, way down. It's 2.5 hours from where I'm living at right now. And then you walk 24 acres and you break out with poison ivy and everything else. And they say, oh, I have to show you this. It's required by law. And they pull this form out and they say, you're going to have trouble getting flood insurance. It's going to cost you a lot of money. And I said, what are you talking about? They said, well, this is a flood zone right now. I said, you told me. I called you from way over where I live. You made me spend all this time, all this gasoline money, and all this time out here walking in mud and everything else. See, people, when I find a good one, I'll be glad to tell everybody. But if I offend anybody, I'm sorry that I do. But hey, I apologize for it. I just tell people what I've been through and what I'm going through. So, any road, they're being sued in Texas. It's all over the news. I've been listening to it again, and this is going right now. And they're talking about it on WBAP 820 AM. So, you know, people, all I can say is, you know, all we can do is all we can do. And I'm going to keep on looking, but things happen, and, you know, people take you wrong. It seems like right now everybody's, you know, like it's a spirit that everybody's getting angry and mad. And when you try to help somebody and warn somebody, they side with the perpetrators instead of standing with you. So, you know, I don't know what to say other than, hey, hit the like button, subscribe, and Grandpa Hickory. I love everybody. Wish the best for everybody. But people, put in the comments below your dealings with realtors. I've had nothing but problems. And their fees are ridiculous. They're ridiculously high. I mean, it's like I have a grocery store and you come in, you say, I'm going to get me a Coke. And I say, okay, there's a $2,000 fee on there because I don't do anything I don't give anybody a deal. And I don't do that. People, you just put the Coke back down, walk out the door and walk off like I would. But that's what I done. And that's the trouble that I've had with realtors. And I would much rather owner finance. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm doing everything I can. Have a good day. See you on the next video. I can talk your ear off. Hey, have a good one.